What's up, y'all? Advance here. So, I've been looking, at this Andrew Tate situation, and man, oh man, the more I'm looking at it, the more I'm realizing, like, what it is. It's a lot of shit. So they got him on human trafficking. They arrested him for suspicion of human trafficking. They caught him because of a pizza box. It said the pizza box confirmed that he was in their country, which I found odd because Andrew Tate is always in Romania. he talks about Romania all the time. That's where his residence is. If he's making the payments, then yeah, you know where he is. You know his house. So what the hell? So I know there was an instance back in earlier in 2022 where he was suspected of trafficking, and turns out the woman just lied because she didn't want her boyfriend to know that she voluntarily went to a party at the Tate's house. So of course she lied to the boyfriend and said, yeah, I was here, I'm being kept here against my will, they made me come. And so he called the embassy called the police in Romania. They came in and pretty much shut the place down, or I don't know if they showed up after the party or whatever, but when they checked the security cam footage or the CCTV, they're like, all right, wait a minute. So the girl that made the complaint, not only did she have an opportunity to leave the house, but she went to collect the pizza delivery and then went back in the house. So, oh man, but man, like what's crazy is, like, I hear what they're saying, and then there's a video that came out about a dude that's doing a documentary on the Tates, which kind of looks like it's going to be a hit piece. But they said, like, the girl said that that Tate was performing lewd actions and very forceful actions on women. Being careful with my speech here, but y'all can see where I'm going. On other women and employees of the house or whatever the case. So the initial concerns come with where they're talking about his human trafficking is with his webcam business that he had. So he was talking about, that was how he made his first million, was with a webcam, because he had, I think he said he had like 8 girlfriends in different countries or whatever. So he brought them all together. Some stayed, some left, and they said, hey, this is what I want you to do. Sit in front of this camera and just interact with guys all day. And I think in a recent video that came out, he said, like, no, you don't have to do anything you don't want to. You can just sit on camera and just be pretty. I'll talk to the guys if you don't want to talk to them or whatever the case. So yeah, if you went to this site, then yeah, you probably got scammed. But in any case, back on track. So he in this same video, he was talking about like how to persuade your women, and it's like how it comes across is very pimp-like. Like how I don't know if you heard Dave Chappelle, where he was talking on his one stand-up, where he was talking about the what was the dude? He was talking about the dude, I forgot what his name was, Iceberg Slim. I think that's what, I don't know. If that's not it, I just came up with somebody's rap name. You're welcome. But yeah, basically he said this dude like wrote a book on how to pimp the woman, how to make them feel like that you need them, but you don't really need them, or try to psychologically trick them into needing you when they really don't. And like, yeah, it's like everybody that I've seen do reactions to this was basically like, oh, that's a pimp. So the dude that released the video that's doing the prosecution, he's saying that, all right, so they're getting the human trafficking on the fallacy, the fact that he lied, you know, because that's what he's basically telling you to do is to lie to get them to believe that you need them. Present a fallacy. That's what he was saying. So basically committing fraud. So that's what they got him on, fraud. what they're getting him on. But the more I listen to this, the more I'm getting to what this is actually about. I don't think they really give a shit about the human trafficking part. But when you get on and start talking about how you've manipulated your funds, that's what they have a problem with, because money makes the world go around. And that's what, and like, that was one thing that he was doing where he was saying, like, yeah, I have like all of this money. And then he was basically telling people, like, then when you use certain words like launder, yeah, they're gonna come after you, man, because the government they want your money. like, bro. So listen, if you have now, they don't really come after like the average Joe like that. Like, you rarely hear of like blue collar workers or the average working man, probably somewhere under, I don't know, like maybe 60 or 50,000. They don't really go after those people too much. But if you got money, like serious money, like 6 figures and above, oh yeah, they coming after you. Like, bro, like, so yeah, it's about the money. Like, and then furthermore, if you have a voice that can move people, that persuades people, yeah, they gonna come after you extra hard now. Cause look at what happened earlier last year, and around the summertime, when Andrew Tate got deplatformed from everybody. They took him off of everything: YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, yeah, whatever the case. But when they did that, they that actually got him more famous. But and it's like a lot of the shit that he says is right. But he even went on an interview and admitted that like how he ensnared people, because he's like, listen, a lot of times what I'm saying is right. It's right, but you want, because of how I say it, you want to argue with me. So now I've taken you off your game. So that's all he's, all that he's done. And like, it's wow. Like, but at the same time, there's a lot of people that look at this and say, damn, he's out of line, but he's right. So yeah. So when they say, all right, so when he's saying, all right, hey, they say, all right, hey, he's out of line, but he's right. Then they start moving in a way that, that affects, they start moving in a way that's actually productive. And I'll say the way that the system is developed, it's developed for you to not be, for you to not be productive, because, well, it's productive to a certain degree, because you got to feed the economy. But like, when he's in here talking about, like, telling people how to make money, but where the line gets drawn is when you're saying, like, hey, this is how you avoid it. And then it's like, it's not even really like hidden like that. It's like you put it out there. It's like you don't have this discussion in a closed room. You set up a camera and you recorded it, my dude. Like, oh man. But nah, it's like, I don't know. I would say and I'm gonna take the same stance that every other YouTuber that I've seen cover this take. If he's guilty, then he needs to be held accountable for what he did. If he's not, man, y'all gonna have a firestorm on y'all asses. Because if he's not guilty of this, and this is what y'all arrested him for, y'all set everybody back 10 years. Because then it's like, all right, now the credibility is going to be shot, and you're like, all right, well, damn, the next person that gets that gets arrested for human trafficking, and it's going to be like, oh, well, I don't know, did he? Remember what happened with that Tate guy? So yeah. And I will say this, like, this is the last time, like, because if he gets off of this, you're not going to be able to touch him for real. Like, so yeah, and his lawyer was saying that, the details of the investigation was not made public to them. Now, I know that there's certain things that you can disclose and certain things you can't disclose because it's an ongoing investigation. But I don't know how they do it in Romania, but his lawyer was basically saying like, oh, they're not telling us shit. They're not telling us anything. So, like, I don't understand how the hell I can do my job. And then the thing is that, all right, they're trying to find something. And there's stories that's come out with people, with women, various women being offered like tens of thousands of dollars to just lie or just say that they did it, say that he did whatever, this, that, and the other. But, the general consensus that I've understood is that, the Tates are great people. Like, I heard them tell a story one time where they said that, I think it was his brother Tristan that said it. He said that they was having a talk with somebody, and when they was people moving, they was moving refugees out, and no, it was orphans. I'm sorry. So they was moving them away from the, I forgot what state it was or whatever it was, but it was a legit organization. They was trying to like find a way to get these orphans to America. So he said, all right, so what's the problem? And they said, well, we don't have money for the plane tickets. And they said, oh, money's the problem? So they paid for the tickets to move these children, to America. And there it is. That's it right there. There's your evidence. Like, oh man. But no, jokingly. But yeah, so technically you can say that they trafficked them, but like, no, it's different circumstance. Not in the sense that they're alleging. So they're basically saying that, all right, it's strictly the fallacy part that that fallacy is part of it, that they're for the webcam business. If technically the webcam business is a sex industry, so that means that, yeah. like if you lie, I didn't even know this. If you present a falsehood to get somebody to stay there, then that's that's it. Now, it's a stretch, but if that's the truth, then they could argue that. But me personally, I think it's all about the money. But in any case, there's gonna be more videos to come on this. What do you think? What do you think's going on with Andrew Tate? Why did they really arrest him? Do you think he human trafficked, or do you think it's all about the money? Post your comments down below. I'm out.